What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, and we are here for your CM Punk fight debut in UFC live reaction show. It didn't look like it was going to happen, but then the gods were merciful, and it worked. So here we are. We're going to go ahead and knock this thing out, and I got a little bit of a special guest with me, my good friend, my good army buddy from Shopping Point and Baited Podcast. It's Tommy C. What's going on, man?
What's going on, everybody? I am ready to do this. I just watched the Jersey Boy knock Favor all over the ring with a win by decision. I am very, very happy about going forward.
Like
and I'm
biatch.
Yeah, he did a good. Look, I like Favor. I like why. Look, the guy's been around forever. I love the way he moves. He's lightning. I think
Fights
that
like
time
a little
has passed.
hooker, though.
Look, Rivera was a disciplined fighter, so I mean that got me in the mood. I was a little disappointed my Scottish girl lost, but I'm definitely interested in really one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and he's walking to the ring right now like he owns the fucking place. He's not scared.
Everybody's confident until they get hit in the mouth.
Yeah, that's the truth. You know, I mean, the way I feel about this, Dave, is I really, there's a part of me, because we're wrestling guys, that I want him to do this. I don't like the way his body looks right now. This seems like maybe he bit off more he could chew. I want to be wrong, but I don't see that. I see a professional fighter on the
Gall
one
looks
side,
pretty confident too,
and a really in shape fan on the other.
Yes, he does. That kid's this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun, regardless. Any way you like it, it's gonna be fun. So I'm looking forward to it. I just hope CM Punk doesn't get severely hurt. You never know. Want to give a big thanks to everybody who's here watching right now live. Josh Lyons, Gerald Herbert, Sexy Gorilla, Fake Ass Twat, JJ Lopez, Leaping Lizards, Sal Lo Medico, man, my first ever guest on Creators Corner. My other Sal, who's a graphics designer, great dude, awesome dude. He's here. We got all kinds of people. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Tommy and I are going to kick it off. We're going to have some fun here. React to this shit. And make sure you hit that like button if you've yet to do it, okay? Because Machinima likes. So that means Dead on Dave likes. What's your prediction, Tommy? Tommy, what's your prediction, man?
My survival. I don't know. I mean, I just want to see PSM. You kind of me and you for the last 2 years have been hitting heads on this for years, and you kind of for the last 2 years, and you've kind of brought me around that maybe CM Punk doesn't belong here.
Oh, he's cocky.
It's funny. I've been waiting for this moment for 2 years, and I was excited about it, but now I'm scared. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'm straight up scared that something terrible will happen. But I'm really rooting for the guy. I mean, it would be really something if he even beats Mickey Gall, and I wish the best to CM Punk.
2 years in the making, man, and here we go.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm actually nervous. It's the strangest thing.
I got a knot in my stomach. It's weird, and I'm not,
Yeah, it is.
And I want to see CM Punk get the balls beaten off of him.
Because wrestling's our sport, and we don't want to be disparaged.
Mickey Gall shoots immediately, takes CM Punk down immediately. CM Punk's fucked.
Don't do play-by-play. Yeah,
I know. I'm not.
Don't do play-by-play.
Oh, ground and pound. Uh-oh.
I can't believe Phil walked into that. I mean, all he did was put his head down, for Christ's sakes.
Oh, no. Oh, he's passing easy. He's he's got his neck. Oh, this is ugly. Oh, he's in full side control.
At least the tap out won't kill him.
You can't hold on to the fence there, Phil. Oh, boy. Oh, this is not good. He's smothering on him now. What is he going to do? He's going to go north-south position on him? This is wonderful.
Somebody
he's going north-south.
Somebody on my Twitter saying he's looking like a chemotherapy patient.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
Thin, it's just
full mount. Oh, he's got his back. Uh-oh. Got his back. Hooks are coming in. CM Punk's in major trouble here.
Are you surprised that CM Punk walked into? I mean, literally.
No, I called it.
Mickey Gall put his head down, and CM Punk seemed to almost walk into it.
I called it. I said this is exactly what I said was going to happen. CM Punk was going to come right in fast, and Gall was going to catch him. He let him go. He still got his back though. He's got his back real good. CM Punk is eating punches now. Oh boy.
In fact, he's starting to get red, and if this fight's over, buddy.
Again, yeah. But now it's just I hope he does. Oh, God damn it! Oh my God. Oh my God. Raining down.
It's actually kind of hard to watch.
This is painful. Oh God, I hate being right sometimes. Oh. Oh God. Yep, he's putting it on him now.
We were in fucking 3 minutes to go in this round too.
Oh yeah, 3 minutes. It's an eternity. Oh my God. Phil wanted this. Oh yeah.
Oh look, I'll give him this. I want this too. He's tapped out.
Yeah, he's done. It's over. He's done. Should have shook his hand, huh, Phil? Oh boy.
Yeah, that move never really. That move, yeah, I didn't really understand that move. Like, if you're gonna go and be a sportsman, why wouldn't you act like a sportsman?
And he's done. It's over. Oh, that was it, folks. That was more embarrassing than I actually thought it was going to be. I would have preferred to him get knocked out and caught.
I'm glad he's live.
He showed no semblance of even rudimentary skill. He learned nothing in 2 years. I had people in here earlier telling me, he's one of the best fighters in the world. Dave, you don't think he picked up anything? No, he's 38 years old, and he's constantly hurt. What do you think he was going to pick up? Look, I don't want to fucking rub this
like
in.
A sportsman now. I mean,
yeah, now, well, of course, he was selling the fight. That's all that was. Oh, man, that was beautiful.
Literally, I mean, he fooled Punk. I mean, he just came in like they
Ben,
were going to jab.
call in. Ben, what are you doing? Call in, dude. Why isn't Ben here?
He came in like he was going to jab, and then Mickey Gall just drops and basically spears him, and that was the end of the fight right there.
Yes, it
was.
was.
The first second. And, Punk, I'll give him a little credit here. He didn't give up.
No, he didn't.
I mean, he tried to get back into this fight, but it was over before it started.
It was done. He did not have the necessary skill set to even walk into this fight. He shouldn't have been in the UFC. I said it before, said it again. Even Dave Bautista fought a fucking fat plumber, and this is ridiculous.
I will disagree with you. I don't think this hurts the UFC brand
all
that much.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Because that was one of the biggest arguments me and you had 2 years ago was, does this hurt the brand? I don't think this hurts the brand.
There was certain criteria that would have had to happen for it to hurt the brand, and him being one and done, which I think he's going to be, is certainly not one of them. Look at his face; he is upset. Joining us now, it's Frenchie Ben. What's going on, buddy?
I mean, I wouldn't say like he got fooled. Frenchie Ben, holy Christmas!
Maybe I didn't understand you correctly. I thought you were calling me.
Oh no, I might have. I almost didn't do the show, Frenchie. I'm sorry, buddy.
No, it's okay. Everything's fine. He survived.
He survived, but man.
He went all the way. He did it. I give him credit for that.
He did nothing. He walked in. He did everything absolutely 100%. Ben, you cannot give him any credit as a fighter. He walked in. Fighter. He did every single thing wrong that you possibly could do.
I don't think Ben was giving him credit as a fighter. He's giving him credit as a man. I mean, I think that's what Ben was saying.
He did it.
We've said he's got balls since the beginning. The dude's got a nutsack, but Jesus.
Yeah, he does.
No business here. No business in the UFC.
To me, his only chance was if it was a striking game at first, but never happened.
He came right in and just Gall shot immediately on him, and Punk even jumped up in the air. I mean, you can't get much more amateurish than that. He had no idea what to do with anything that happened.
I mean, he fooled him. I mean, Gall fooled him immediately. He looked like he was going to do a stand-up jab contest, and he dropped him. He dropped him and put him on the ground. And CM Punk, I mean, Gall looks like he's a younger man. He looks like he was more comfortable on the mat. And I'll give credit for Punk for trying to put up a fight. He didn't give up right away or anything like that. He definitely wanted to get bit. His heart was in it. But at the end of the day, Dave's right. This guy is not a professional fighter.
And right big shout out to everybody in the chat. I want to go ahead and hold on 1 second, Ben. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys hit the like button. We're sitting here, we're talking about CM Punk and his failed debut at UFC 203. Ben, go ahead.
So right away when he went to the mattress, he received a big, I think it was a right hand, and I think it crushed his his wishes and hopes.
Yeah, his will to fight got immediately sucked from him as soon as he ate a goddamn right. Now look, I knew there was issues when his teammates earlier in the night, when asked what was CM Punk's best skill set, that was exactly the question, when their answer was, well, he just never gives up. I knew right there. I was like, uh-oh.
That's not enough. I mean, you're right. That's not enough. I mean, that's 100% true. We saw that tonight.
And I was like,
I got to be honest with you, Dave. if you put me in that position, I wouldn't give up either. But I'm going to get my ass kicked or killed. I mean,
well,
that's
yeah.
the bottom line.
But I mean, if you wanted to be a UFC fighter, the point is, if you want to be an MMA fighter, and this is always my position, there are ways to do it. Going right into the UFC to the point where the UFC has to go outside of the UFC to contract a fighter to fight you, which they never do. There's a problem there. If he goes outside, even Brock Lesnar had a fight outside of the UFC. And CM Punk certainly didn't have the credentials of a Brock Lesnar. It just made no sense. They set him up for failure. He had 2 years of training, kept pushing back the fight. He got hurt during training consistently. What were people expecting? Sean Bonner lost $100. What a dope. This is fantastic. This is the greatest thing. Ben, what else did you see from the fight, man? What did you think? Did you see anything of note?
No. At first, I was watching them coming to the octagon, and as soon as I saw Gall and Punk get rid of his shirt,
yeah,
I thought to myself, "Oh, I think he's done."
Yeah.
But
was
he
big.
looked confident. As Tommy said, he looked confident
Very.
when he came into place. He took charge of the octagon. He watched the crowd, but we didn't saw that in the
Say,
fight.
you know, I just watched this interview, and I mean, there's a part of me that really, I kind of feels for him a little bit. You know, I mean, like he's like, look, in my world, you go big or go home, and there's nothing truer than trying to start a professional wrestling career where it's so difficult to break into the WWE or even some of the higher end independents or New Japan. CM Punk has done all of that throughout his career, and unfortunately, this is a different game. And, you know, the one thing he said that really got me is like, look, I had the most fun in my life. And I'm sure that's 100% true. And he also said that, you know, he's not quitting. I know he won't. I mean, he has a huge heart, but that does not
he's
mean
smiling
he's a
right now.
fighter. And you know what? It also doesn't mean had he not look, CM Punk's Generation X guy, he's my age. Had he been born in 1987 and instead of 1979, it might have been a little different for him. He may have been this type of athlete. You know what kind of worker he is in wrestling, but it's just too little too late. And I hope Punk, if he doesn't wrestle or he doesn't fight again, he walks away with it. It's like, at least he got a shot. And by the way, being on the Baited podcast, at least I got a shot. Yeah. So I do have a certain amount of sympathy for this guy.
There's a couple things here, though. Even as a professional wrestler, CM Punk had to start at a lower level first. You got to learn what you're doing. He started in basements. He started in gymnasiums. When you go right to a main stage, when you have no business there, and everyone around you knows you have no business there. Now, look, he says he's going to keep fighting. If Dana White or anyone else allows him to fight again after that performance where it is shown that he learned nothing in 2 years of training, where a guy like Mickey Gall, who is contracted outside of the UFC, he's not one of the guys who went in through the Ultimate Fighter. He's not one of those hungry young studs that has been scouted by the UFC. He's none of that. He's a guy that was contracted for this fight outside of the UFC. If he got his ass handed to him by a guy like that, he has no business being allowed to fight again. I'm sorry. If he wants to fight again, you tell him, okay, you go to one of those smaller ranks. You're not fighting in UFC again. Not happening. That's just
maybe
my opinion.
Sure. No, I can't disagree.
He got killed, man. That was ugly.
He lost it's only a bit harsh. It's only a bit harsh because he didn't learn nothing, but I get what you say.
No fundamental. He showed, look, he's at Rough Sport, okay? He's at one of the best, if not the best, training facilities in all of MMA. For 2 years, he moved till Milwaukee. You're telling me that in 2 years, he can't learn the basic fundamentals of not walking in?
I think he got fooled. In fairness, I think he got fooled by his
He didn't. He walked in. He actually charged. He fainted down. Gall fucking went down with him. Punk jumped up. Gall took him down. I got the impression
Punk thought they were going to get in a couple jabs right there, but he didn't see the shoot coming in. I mean, I don't know if that proves your point.
It was bad. It was bad.
I don't know. I'm sympathetic with French.
I know you're trying to defend him any way you can, but I mean, from a fundamental standpoint, there's nothing to defend. That was hideous.
Well, I mean, it's fundamental. Look. I mean, I know sports. I mean, you can learn fundamentals and get fooled by a athlete or a guy that knows the game with a trick, and that's what it sort of looked like to me.
There was no trick there. No trick there.
You don't think so?
No,
I mean, like,
Punk went down. Punk is the one who actually went down first. He lowered his level as he was coming in. Gall went down with him. Punk came back up, automatically making a mistake, and then Gall finished the shot, and Punk jumped into the air. He didn't get fooled. He didn't know what he was doing. That's what happened to me. That's what I saw.
I don't know if I can argue with you. Okay.
That's what I fucking saw. Now,
I honestly, I thought from my perspective, I thought Punk, they were going to start jabbing, maybe similar to the last fight with Faber and Rivera, and because you could see Gall's eyes. He's looking directly at Punk, and then he just shoots down real quick, and it looks like Punk walked right into it. That's the way I saw it.
Because Punk came. Remember, Punk was the one who was advancing. He was 3/4 across the ring when Gall even started to get going. Punk ran into that. He's the one who was actually being aggressive there, and that's exactly what he should not have done. It's just that's a very aggressive posture to make, a very aggressive move to make when you don't know what you're doing. And Gall saw it and fucking just he went down with him.
I don't think Punk doesn't know he doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, he does now.
But Gall, he had a good strategy against him. He did exactly what he had to do. But I watched the documentary, and I know you did, Dave. It's exactly what they say.
Actually, I couldn't watch the commentary. I didn't watch the commentary. I couldn't.
Oh, no? Okay. But it's exactly what they say, that one of the advantages of CM Punk is that because he didn't grew in MMA, that he didn't develop bad habits. But in the same time, he doesn't. He hasn't built some reflexes.
He still had bad habits.
And that's what Gall says in the end. He says that CM Punk, he has to think in the ring. And Gall, he lives it. You know, it's in him. So.
And that was exactly my point from the jump is Mickey Gall, even though he was only 2-0 in his professional career, he's been inundated with this his entire life. This is what he was training to do. Punk decided to do it at 36 years old because he was pissed off at his bosses and he wanted to do something completely different. He wanted to check a bucket list off, and it just so happened he had a powerful friend in charge of a goddamn company. He used nepotism to get what he wanted because he's a big draw. That's fine. Paid a fucking harsh lesson tonight. And I hope he and Dana White learned a very, very valuable lesson. You can't.
Did they though, Dave? I mean, we all sit up and watch. I mean, I don't watch every UFC.
We'll find out.
We watched the fight. We wanted to see what would happen. It's pretty much what It was actually best case scenario, to be honest.
He didn't die.
It's a business thing, Dana White is going to do that again.
Well, yeah, but
it's not like Punk's not tough enough to take this. All right, you fucking lost the fight. Big deal. He's still... and it was nepotism, but he showed up. A lot of people wouldn't be man enough to even fucking do as much as Punk did. Whether he belongs in the ring, whether he's a freaking world-class combat athlete, obviously that's up for debate at very least.
But that's what it has everything to do with. Because there are guys who are on the damn prelims tonight that were not on the main card because two guys were brought in outside of the company that were not supposed to be there. Mickey Gall would have never made it to the UFC.
I'm not denying you that they went out of their way to support
this guy. That's a problem.
Frenchie Ben. Frenchie Ben pointed that out as well. This is a business move. UFC is a business at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, and this was going to happen, and it did. But if it happens again, that's a problem. If Punk has another fight, there's a problem.
I doubt very highly we'll see.
What we saw tonight was the brawl for all of the UFC.
Playing the role of Bart Gunn, Phil Brooks.
But
I'll go back to my argument 2 years ago, Dave. Who cares? Punk got beat. This does not hurt the product.
You know who cared? You and I cared before this fight.
They brought a guy in, like you said, from outside of UFC. This doesn't hurt the product. Punk learned his lesson. This was a situation of nepotism, and I doubt very highly that he will fight again.
You know who cared? You and I cared before this fight when you and I were having a conversation, worried about this man's actual fucking living.
Yeah, but he didn't get killed, and way after. Yeah, he didn't get killed, and he wasn't seriously injured. He just lost a fight, Dave.
He lost in an ugly.
He lost an ugly fight. It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. How he lost matters, Tommy. It certainly
In what way?
Matters.
In what sense?
He had 2 years at the best training camp in MMA.
So what? So he lost the fight.
What are you talking about? So what? He's in the UFC. You've got to show more than that. You've got to show more than that.
So for what?
You took a spot from other fucking kids who earn it, who bust their ass. What do you mean? That pisses me the fuck off.
But those kids are not going to put up bringing the money the Punk is. This is a business decision.
This was not okay. I'm agreeing with that part of it. It cannot happen again. Is the point?
Oh, it's not going to. It's not going to. Nobody's going to let him in the ring. I think
there's going to be a shtick in 5 years.
Yeah, it's going to be a goof. I mean, this is a goof. This is a one-time thing. It's a meme. It's a one-off. I mean, and I think that was my argument 2 years ago. When we were the first argument I think we had when Joe Cronin was there. It's a one-off. It's no big deal.
And I guess when the way I look at MMA, and we're 6 months away from watching a guy get beat to death inside of an octagon, I guess I look at it a little bit different. I don't think that there's any situation where you put an unprepared guy in the ring and just say it doesn't fucking matter. But that's Dana White's
problem. That's not CM Punk's problem.
It is, but he made it everybody's problem. He made it the guy. If Mickey Gall would have killed this guy in the ring, it's Mickey Gall's problem.
There was no chance of that happening. There was no chance of that. After I watched it,
there was absolutely chance of that happening.
There was a chance.
There was absolute chance. The way CM Punk came into this fight, Tommy, you don't know the fight game. The way he came in there, Tommy. No, I'm not. The way that he, Tommy, listen to me. The way he went in there, the way that he fought that fight, he could have been way more hurt than what he was. Way more.
But he could have got killed. A fucking piano could have came from the ceiling and hit him in the head. I mean, we could go this all day.
You don't have to get a fucking professional fighting license. He got special permission from an athletic commission to be in this fight.
And we all have acknowledged that, Dave. Yes, but it's not the end of the world.
No, it's not the end of the world, but it is but to say it doesn't matter when lives are on the line is fucking just
there's lives on the line every time somebody steps in the ring. Faber's life was on the line. Rivera's line was on the line.
And guess what? They've had proper training to be there. They've earned their position.
Exactly. And fairness, you're right. That's Dana White's problem.
Ultimately, yes. It's the company's problem.
That's not CM Punk.
That's the whole goddamn point.
If they would have gave me the opportunity, I'm stupid enough. I am just as dumb as CM Punk. I would have done the same thing. I would have loved to. I would love to be in a hockey fight with Stu Grimson. I would have loved. I mean, I'm that fucking crazy, and so I'm a little sympathetic from that standpoint. You are 100% right. This never should have happened. Look, he lost the fight. Maybe this is an insult to the guys in the locker room. Maybe he took away a spot from the kid, but you know what? He earned money for UFC. In the end of the day, UFC is a business, and mission accomplished. As long as he doesn't fight again, I really don't think it's that big a deal.
I'm with you there.
But you knew this was
going to be a one-off, but to say that this didn't matter, that's what pissed me off.
I don't think it matters because if it never happens again, it doesn't matter.
Well, if it doesn't happen again, but still. I mean,
just look, the fight before, the guy, he received a finger in the eye, and he finished the fight without seeing from his right eye.
This pay-per-view is not even going to rank in probably the top 5 of pay-per-views this year. This is a weak
exactly, and that's actually why it doesn't matter.
No, because it didn't draw the money. It's not going to draw the money that you think it should have drew. That's my point. The juice was not worth the squeeze here.
So it's over. It's over. It's a meme. It's done. I mean, we're going to see a million memes tomorrow. It's over. It's done. Yeah. I'm going to have a very different attitude if Dana White, and I do not believe that this is going to be happening. And if Dana White puts this guy in a ring or in a main event again, which I don't believe, then I think you have a stronger argument. But I think this is just a one-off for a friend.
I'm not saying that it should happen again.
For a friend, and I do have a certain amount of sympathy for the fighters that got nixed for UFC 203. But I mean, I really don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think it hurts the sport all that much. If anything, it hurts wrestling.
It doesn't hurt wrestling at all. Wrestling has nothing to do with it.
Well, I think it hurts wrestling in the minds of not for us wrestling fans, but I think it hurts wrestling in the minds of the outsider wrestling fan that don't understand what it takes to be a pro wrestler.
Brock Lesnar was a world champion, a heavyweight champion. Bobby Lashley's a world champion of fucking Bellator. No, it doesn't hurt wrestling at all because those guys actually had wrestling backgrounds. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, but they don't have that name. CM Punk does though, Dave.
Well, Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley, don't they both do?
Well, I mean, yeah,
they both
I suppose.
do.
Yeah,
JJ Lopez in the chat says, Dave, you said he was not trained, but 5 minutes ago you said he was trained by the best in the world. No, what I said was he doesn't have any skills, and he was trained in the best facility in the world and learned nothing in 2 years. That's an untrained fighter.
That's different. Dave's right about that.
Just showing up to a top flight facility doesn't mean you're trained and that you're on their level. It just doesn't.
No. And you can send me that.
We saw it in the documentary.
Oh yeah, it's ugly.
Well,
at least Sean Bonner lost
that
$100
facility too, and I could survive it as well, and I'd still get my ass kicked just like CM Punk did.
It doesn't, just because you were trained there doesn't mean that you're a world-renowned fighter now, you know?
You can put me in fucking a room with Bobby Fischer in a chess set. I ain't going to learn shit.
Exactly.
You know?
It's just for 2 years at a facility like that, he should have learned a little bit more than what he showed in that match. I think it's a big problem for him personally that he didn't show more.
In that sense, maybe he's going to be satisfied about himself for trying it, but he's the biggest loser because
that's what
where
he
does
sounded,
he go?
That's what he sounded like.
Well, he said he's going to keep going.
Well, I mean,
maybe he will try, but it's not going to sell. And at the same time, he can come back really to rest. No, he can come back to wrestling, but his name is less.
His wrestling stock isn't hurt. I don't think so. I don't think his wrestling stock is hurt. He won't go to WWE. There's too much water under the bridge there. There's still lawsuits to be filed. But if he wants to go to TNA, his stock isn't fucking dropped at all. Brock Lesnar's stock wasn't dropped after he failed a goddamn drug test in a very embarrassing matter. No, the stocks aren't hurt at all. Unfortunately,
yeah, I mean,
maybe they should be, but they're not.
Frenchie, you're a big wrestling fan. Are you not going to watch CM Punk return to pro wrestling? I am. I mean,
I'm going to watch.
I think Dave is. I think we'll all forgive him in a couple months. I mean,
absolutely.
This shit just happened. I mean, it just happened.
As long as he never fights again, I'm over it.
Yeah, I mean, and I got to be honest with you. I got to defend Dave on his points right there. I don't want to see the guy get killed. Yeah. And he's not a professional fighter, but he has a big heart, and that's what got him into the wrestling business to begin with. This is a guy that had no connection. He wasn't fucking Rocky Johnson's son. He was CM Punk from Chicago, and he built it. And I think the problem is he thought that that sort of attitude that got him into pro wrestling, which is so difficult, could get him in the UFC. And it's just too little, too late. I mean, look, I'm going to be 40 next week. CM Punk's only a year and a half younger than me. I can't imagine doing what he did, but I got to tip my hat from an old guy's perspective.
Oh, I got respect for what he did.
Yeah, I got respect for guts, for just on guts. I mean, for all the reasons.
I would get killed.
Dave does know the fight game better than me, but I will say this. I mean, there's a fine line between crazy and just being stupid. And
I think we walked right up to that line tonight.
Yeah, and he did walk right up to the line. But you know what? And that's why I think I'm defending him, and that's why I think I have a certain amount of sympathy.
With your point that you're trying to defend him on, I'm agreeing with you. If you want to just defend him on balls alone, okay, sure, that's fine.
Yeah, it's not really arguable.
It's really not a good argument.
No, as far as I'm not going to disagree with you on your opinions. On your opinions whether he should or should not have been in the ring. You've convinced me on that. I opened the show with that. I said you're right. He probably shouldn't have been in the ring, but it wasn't as big a disaster. I don't think his life is in danger at any time. And, he walked away and said the right thing. Like, I just had the best 2 years of my life, man. I mean, this is a little baited podcast thing for me. I'll be honest with you.
I get that.
It could end at any moment, and I'm well aware of that. So, at least I gave it a shot, and I'm not gonna crush Phil for that. There's a lot of other things that he's said over the years that I could really hammer him over, and that's not one of them.
The funny thing is when you look at it a little bit farther too. If he would have stayed on his feet, I think he would have had a much greater chance of getting knocked out, but I think a lot less chance of being hurt. You have a lot greater chance of being killed in ground and pound than you do on your feet. When a guy can get in full mount like Mickey Gall did on multiple occasions and rain down elbows and punches, that could kill you. Taking somebody's back multiple times like CM Punk allowed him to do with absolutely no fundamental skill at all, that could kill you. So I was worried for this guy. I
was too. Yeah,
I was terrified for this guy. That's probably why I'm so emotional about it. And I haven't slept in like 2 days either. Keep that in mind. But I'm emotional about this. I like CM Punk. He's from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. He's an asshole, but I didn't want to see him die in the fucking ring. And I really thought that was a possibility of happening. That was embarrassing what just happened to him.
It was definitely embarrassing, but it wasn't life-threating. Let's be honest. And it could
ground
have been
and pound,
life-threatening.
It always could be. Ground and pound certainly always could
be. And he
I
tapped out at the right time.
He did.
He gave it an effort.
There's always a chance.
He's not an idiot,
No, he's not. But 6 months ago, we saw a guy get beat to death in front of Conor McGregor. It shook Conor McGregor's confidence. It shook his fucking whole worldview of MMA. It happens, and it's terrifying, and it's awful. Sure. And it happened to a kid who was immensely more talented than CM Punk. So it's just, please, Dana, I'm begging you, Dana White, do not let this guy fight again.
I wonder about one thing, Dave. Is it the worst fight that you saw that type of fight, a cross type of fighters?
I think it was probably the worst performance I've seen out of one fighter, one singular performance in UFC since they've gone to actual mixed martial arts. I think if you go back to the early days, we saw guys flailing and shit. So no, it wasn't worse than that. But as far as in this era of mixed martial arts, of actually being a discipline, the way that he broke every cardinal rule in the book. And and again, being at Rough Sport, arguably the best training facility in the world for 2 years, getting your ass kicked for 2 years. I guess I expected a little bit more from him. I got to be honest.
Did you really? You were fucking pressing this guy for the last 2 years?
Yes, I was, but I wasn't expecting him to lay that big of an egg, man. Fundamentally, that's about as bad as I've seen. That was.
I don't remember, but James Toney, he was fighting who?
Oh.
Who fought James Toney at the time? It was
boxing. I've seen some bad things.
No. But he went to MMA.
Fight, yeah, you're right. That's right. He didn't fight Herschel Walker. He fought somebody
Randy Couture.
Was it Couture?
Was it Couture? It was or Chuck Leddy.
I think it was Chuck Leddy.
I don't remember that fight, but I know Tony lost.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he looked as bad as CM Punk tonight.
I don't know. Oh, there's Sean Bonner. $100 lesser in his pocket. Sean Bonner in the chat. I tried to tell you, Sean. I tried.
Hey,
let's hope it's Canadian dollars.
Let's take some calls. I'm going to step away from the mic, but I'm going to come right back. But let's take some calls. What do you think?
I agree with that. Yeah, let's
leave Frenchie Ben on, man.
I'm definitely leaving Frenchie Ben.
I'm having a good time tonight. It's testy.
It was a little testy.
I'll be right back, emotional. Guys. Give me 5 minutes.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
We're taking your calls live on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura. And, of course, the number 702-751-2902. I'm losing my voice, kids. It's about fucking gone here. I'm holding on for you guys. So go ahead and call in now. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you've yet to do so. We're talking about CM Punk getting absolutely destroyed. I want to hear your guys' thoughts, your concerns, your thoughts, your critiques, criticisms. Were you impressed? Now's the time. Call in now. We got our first caller. It's Nick the Grip. You're live with Dead on Dave and Frenchie Ben. What you got?
What's up, guys?
What's up, buddy?
So, yeah, I had something I was leaving in the chat trying to get your attention. But, so Punk and Lesnar had the same outcome on their fight. So,
oh, come on. No, get out of here. But Brock Lesnar lost to Frank Mir, who was a world champion before he had a terrible goddamn auto wreck. Frank Mir is also one of the greatest submission fighters in the history of the heavyweight division.
You're right.
It's non-comparable. CM Punk did not show anywhere near the skill set that Brock Lesnar did. Because if you remember in that Frank Mir fight, he pounded Frank Mir into fucking dog meat before Frank caught him in that heel hook. Okay?
I get that.
Punk got absolutely embarrassed tonight.
Yes, he did. But there's still, I mean, nobody would pay to watch it, but there still is the possibility that this taught him something that next fight will be better.
He will be older. He will be more damaged. If they let him fight again, somebody needs to sue the UFC. You cannot let CM Punk fight again. He is 38.
At this point, Dana doesn't run the company anymore, right? He's just
no. He's still the president. Yeah. He's still the president.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everybody else left, but he's still the man.
Wow. I just thought he was, just a puppet figure.
Nope.
Ted Turner towards the end.
No, and you know what? You know who we haven't talked about yet? Let's give a little bit of credit to Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall fought a nice fight, man. He did not get flummoxed by a guy just going in there doing weird shit. Mickey Gall did it. He went from A to B, did exactly what he was supposed to do. By the way, T. Banagunigu is just won the internet with his comment, caller is clearly gay. So there you go, Nick. work on that.
Thanks. Thanks
Nick,
a lot,
I appreciate your call, buddy.
Welcome to the internet.
All right.
Take it easy. Caller is clearly gay.
I just checked, and in 2010, James Toney fought Randy Couture, and he lost in submission, arm triangle choke in the first round.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if people want to see that, you can go.
You can see that, exactly. You can get that. I saw Sean Bonner calling. Go ahead and call back in now. Like, basically, this is the type of night, if I don't know the number, I already got so many people on the line. I've had internet issues. I am not going to take the call. So go ahead. Well, actually, what I said is true. No, that's completely right. If you want to call in, now's the time on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura, or of course, the number 702-751-2902. Make sure you hit the like button at the very least. Subscribe to the channel if you are so inclined. Really appreciate you guys being here. Hope you're having a good time. Finishing up watching the rest of the UFC 203. If you want, I had no interest in it, to be completely honest. I just wanted to see CM Punk get his ass kicked, and we certainly saw it.
The crowd is not happy. They're booing a lot tonight.
Yeah, well, that Faber fight was a slap fest. I mean, that was ugly.
Even the fight before, they were booing, and right now they were booing.
You know, I don't remember Faber fighting like such a bitch. I just don't remember it. He's got that stompy. Does he usually fight like that with the stompy style, and then he slaps at you? I was like, what the hell is Faber doing, man? But that Jersey kid, he just stood his ground and just kicked the shit out of his leg. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was just great. It's unfortunate that, that things turned out the way that they did. But you know what? I mean, we all knew it was coming, mainly, except Sean Bonner, who lost $100. I wish he'd call in, because it makes me happier than it probably should.
Oh, yeah. Call in, Sean.
Let me add a couple of these people who are trying to add me as contacts. In fact, let's call Sean. Let's call him in case he doesn't want to call back in out of embarrassment.
It's not even a call back.
I'm going to get him on the line.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Bonner? How
Hey,
you doing?
What's up, guys?
You're live with us, buddy. How's your wallet feeling? I mean, how are you feeling tonight?
How was my? That was a quick $100, and
could have just sent it to me, man. I would have done a lot with that money.
Technically 110 with the juice.
Hey, Sean, I have a bridge in New York I want to sell you.
But what was your bet exactly?
$100 plus 350 Punk to win.
Yeah.
Plus 350 money line.
Yeah, basically, if he would have won, he would have won $350.
Yeah, you want
he was getting 3.5 to 1 on his money. It's not bad odds, but $100 is $100.
Did you have fun tonight though, Sean?
You know what, man? When he came out to call to personality, and I thought he was going to do clobbering time, I was like, this is what I need in my life.
Sean, you were about to jump off of a bridge during the prediction show when I had you convinced that you made a mistake. I didn't know you were going to make it through the night. I was worried about you.
Well, I'm still, you know what? I got a brand new TV the other day, which I broke in less than 24 hours. A 55-inch screen TV.
What have you
Kicked
done?
it over in the middle of the night. I sleepwalk, and I thought I was driving a Corvette, and I hit the gas pedal, and then I heard my TV crash, and it woke me up.
Damn.
I'll put a picture of it in the baseball chat.
That's absolutely fascinating, Sean. I appreciate the play-by-play on the dream. Sean,
you have
yourself a good.
for that?
Apparently, Frenchie's going to continue on with that line of questioning. Go ahead, Frenchie.
You have an insurance for that?
Yeah, I have a 2-year warranty.
For sleepwalking?
Sean, I appreciate the call, buddy. Have yourself a good night.
All right, guys.
Oh, poor guy.
He's all right. He's a gambler. What are you going to do?
He is a gambler. Well, after tonight, he really is a gambler. He showed his true gambling powers.
Sean won a lot of money this year on hockey, so I don't feel too bad for him. He
should. You know what? Here's a good bet. The Washington Generals. They play a team called the Harlem Globetrotters. I heard that's a fantastic bet. It's a great one to go with. I've heard.
You win all the time.
I've heard it's a great. It's a value bet. They'll give you like 1,000 to 1 odds.
No, it is sports entertainment.
It's fucking amazing, man. Oh my god.
Tonight, to me, there was 2 possibilities. With striking, you could have 1 maybe, and only survive if he could hold Gall on the ground, but it was so fast.
Yeah, I didn't understand it because Gall has won both of his fights on the ground. So when Punk came in low like that, the beginning of the fight, I was like, what is it? That was just very strange to me. It was weird. It's just like he forgot everything. He left the corner and just forgot everything. Very strange.
Dory Punk.
There you go. Let's bring in Gun Cannon, the most redundant name in all of YouTube. It's Gun Cannon. What's going on? You're live with Tommy C, Frenchie Ben, and Dead on Dave. What you got?
Well, that's partially right, and man, that was fast.
It was about a sex session for me, about how long I last in the bed nowadays.
I got up, I went out to go grab a drink of water, and all I hear is Punk's down. I'm like, oh, well, that's over. Fuck this.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, damn. I feel, the thing is, I do feel for the guy. I actually feel bad for CM Punk. After everything that I've said, I actually feel bad for him because that's embarrassing. If any part of what he said about wanting to truly be a fighter is true, then he's got to have that same feeling that a fighter has when you get embarrassed in that manner. And I can't, I don't know. Did you do hand-to-hand when we were in the Army? Did you go past level 1 hand-to-hand, Tommy?
No, I got my ass kicked every time. I got choked out my own collar. I got every time I went down. So
I went a little bit farther. I got my ass kicked at one point. I thought I was Billy Badass, and I felt shame for days, and I shouldn't have. But thinking that you're a fighter and buying into that, you start having those sensibilities. It's bullshit, of course, but I can just imagine what he's feeling right now. I'm glad he had a smile on his face when he was in the ring, but I think that was bluster. He had a smile.
He really loves the game. He really loves the fight game. He really loves UFC. So you got to at least give that to him. You know,
give him a little bit of love for that. Yeah, but I wish he'd go learn the fight game. Yeah, that's what I'd like him to do. Go play UFC 16. I heard it's fantastic. I heard you really learn fundamentals.
Apparently, from people in the chat, just don't play as yourself because apparently you suck in the game too.
Yeah, don't play. don't play as yourself.
Yeah, well.
Oh God, Gun, you got anything else?
No, it's just that was wow, just too fast. And apparently, I hope he does at least take something from this and either grow from it and just not come back for a while and shoot things non-UFC and then go from there.
Oh, well, you're echoing now, so I'm gonna let you go, Gun.
No, it was me.
Oh, that was you. Okay, well, fuck, I hung up on him for no reason. But he did take something away from this fight. It's called an ass kicking. He did take that, and
a big paycheck.
And well, I wonder how much he got paid. I wonder because this card was awful. This card was awful, and they didn't even feel like elevating him up to the co-main event level. That told me something too. This card was not good. Yes, sir.
I actually have audio from Triple H's reaction, but you have to be really quiet. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't get it in.
I recognize the laugh of Triple H.
Yeah, that's Triple H.
Yeah, that's I don't know if that was Triple H or not. I don't know. It sounded familiar. I swore I knew that from somewhere. We're gonna risk going over our French quota. We're gonna bring in Jermaine Dion. What's going on, Germinator?
I fought with him tonight.
Yeah. No, you know what? CM Punk lost me with his music. If he really want to separate himself from wrestling, don't play that fucking music.
That was the best part of it. Was him using that music. That was the most entertaining part of the whole night.
No. I was like, man, that's embarrassing. What the?
What do you want to play? Jimmy Eats World? I mean, what do you watch?
Why not? I mean,
if I'm gonna play in the middle, I'm gonna take some time. What the fuck, man? Is it true that Mickey Gall came out there? Hey, Mickey.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's even better.
Yeah, he did.
That's great. That's balls right there. Gonna come out to a cheerleader song? That's great.
Nothing wrong with that, but I don't know. It's just because he's gonna go out tomorrow and say, "Oh, wrestling is I'm done with wrestling," but hey, I'm gonna appear with my music of wrestling. I mean, whatever. Well, I feel bad for him too.
Punk's no dummy though, Jeremy. He's no dummy, and he knew how to brand himself a little bit there. It's something that's been associated with so long. Plus, he loves that band. He loves that song. So I don't see there was a reason to get rid of it.
No, that's true. I feel bad for him. I was glad he was. You know what? I think Mickey retained himself. I'm pretty sure because when he was on his back, I think he could hit him more than he did with the elbow. But I think he decided to go to the choke and say, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna hurt him bad.
You think Mickey had mercy? Ooh, that's
you know what? I think he knows the same thing as you know. I think if he hit him in the head too much, it could be a lot worse.
Because we all knew Punk was not going to give up there. He was going to take those shots.
Yeah, exactly.
You might be 100% right, Jeremy. Maybe Mickey Gall's a humanitarian on top of everything else.
So he won. He won gracefully with a choke, but nobody is hurt, and CM Punk looked bad, and that's it. The job is done.
Only pride in Sean Bonner's wallet. Other than that, everybody's fine. Everybody came out of this just fine, it seems like. CM Punk still gets to go home to AJ Lee.
Good for him.
Things could be worse.
Oh, yeah, it could be worse. I want to go home with AJ Lee.
Yeah. Hell, I would take Bruce Lee at this point. Jesus, I'd take any Lee. At this point, I'm not fucking picky. As long as it's a nice hole that I can fuck, I'm at this point. I don't care. I'm desperate, guys, and I'm very tired. Jeremy, got anything else for us, man?
No, I have nothing else for you.
What was that, Ben?
He's going to do some scrapbooking with AJ Lee.
That's right. This is the Band-Aid that I use to heal my wounds. Boop, right in the book. That's fantastic. Hey, Jeremy, I appreciate the call, buddy. Have yourself a good night.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
The Germinator, everybody. My first patron on Patreon, too. Amazing.
And tonight we had a live reaction show for the Canada-USA match in hockey, and we fought in the end like crazy. It was a baited podcast ending.
Really?
I love that baited podcast is now a verb for all fighting on podcasts. How good is
That's
that?
true.
Right?
Well, I didn't watch the game last. I didn't watch the game tonight. You guys win last night, but you guys win tonight. I didn't actually catch the game.
5-2.
5-2. Well, it's just a friendly, but the last two games have not been very friendly.
No.
And all the game, Canada team was trying to make Kessler pay.
Yeah, I would imagine. He didn't get suspended. Kessler.
Nope.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
I saw that hit. I can't believe. I thought he'd be out for the tournament. For Christ's sakes, after that.
Hey guys, make sure you guys are still here. Make sure you hit that like button if you've yet to do so. 150 people in here. Hit that like button. Like to get to 100 likes tonight if we can. We're at 60 now. Go ahead and get those up there because Machinima loves them likes. That means that on Dave likes the likes. I'm a whore now. I've got a partner that I have to please. So make sure you guys hit that like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you've yet to do so. And if you're not subscribed to Shaw from the Point yet, make sure you do that as well. Tommy, he needs more subs. My God, my petty subs that I'll give him. Tommy's going right up the ass of YouTube right now. If you don't know, he's with the Baited Podcast. They're doing great things on the iTunes charts. It's him, Killer Keemstar, and the clown himself, Colossal is Crazy. They do insane things. They're very mean to each other, but in a very entertaining way. Highly recommend you check out.
I'm two away from 6,600. So yeah, if you want to go give me a sub, that'd be great.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
Jesus, it's good stuff. We're approaching 3,000. And if there's a whole bunch of people that were here tonight that actually like me, we could have actually gotten there tonight. I haven't checked the tally yet because I don't want to be depressed when it went up like 2 subs, but I'll do that later. My voice is about dead, gentlemen. Holy shit. And I got fucking pay-per-view tonight too. Joy.
Yippee yippee yay.
You guys got final thoughts on this crazy event?
Frenchie?
Not that much. Not about the event specifically. No, not really. I just hope CM Punk goes back to his great T-shirts.
Yeah, exactly.
That's terrible. That's fucking funny.
Tommy, final thoughts?
I hope he never fights again.
Only with AJ Lee and his dog.
But I'm not ashamed. That's the truth. I'm not ashamed of him.
No,
I'm not ashamed.
you
I'm more
connected
ashamed
with
of
him,
the
man.
fact that he wouldn't shake Mickey Gall's hand than the fact the way when he went out.
Here's the thing: he did shake his hand a million times before that, though.
So it might have been at work, but
It
you know what?
totally was.
So I don't think there's any shame for Punk as a person. There may be issues with the UFC and nepotism and things, and I would never deny that, Dave. But as a man, as a guy who loves, can you imagine, like, I mean, I've listened to this too because I didn't learn to skate till I was 13 because I had to teach myself, nobody in my family. So, I'm coming at hockey. I love the sport more than anything, but I didn't grow up with it like Frenchie Ben did. So I had to work twice as hard. So, I mean, I had to get my ass kicked and fall down and look stupid and stuff like that. I didn't do it in the NHL, admittedly. But
it's a good analogy.
Well, it is until you take.
I sympathize in some sense, and you know what? He will always have had a fight in the UFC, and a lot of people could never say that.
Never
that's
will,
all.
yeah. And that's kind of the part of the reason why I had a problem with it is because a lot of guys will not get that opportunity yet.
I get that too. But you know what? I'm all about getting it done any way possible.
I guess I would have liked to have seen him fight somebody in a bar or a smaller federation first. No, I mean, like, Batista fought a goddamn fat plumber and he choked him out. It was so funny trying to watch him choke out a fat plumber, but it was great. I would have liked to have seen that. I would have liked to have seen CM Punk go through that, at least so he would have had an idea of what he was getting himself into.
Yeah, with Steven Seagal around the pool table.
I'm absolutely sure that CM Punk could kick all our asses, in fairness.
I'll take him. I got 45 seconds of fury. I can't teach size, man. I got him 3-1 on pounds. He can bring that shit. Let's go. It'll fuck me up. It'd be bad.
It would be bad.
But if you came over here, Tommy, and we got him together.
If I hit him with a brick, sure.
I do have a cane. I got a hard stick. And just cane him. It'd be good stuff. So.
Just cane the hell out of him.
All right, well, I hope everybody in the chat had a good time as we went crazy with the whole event. Yes, I got emotional, but that's okay. It's what I do. It's why you guys love me. And I hope you guys had a good time. Make sure you guys are checking out these two sons of bitches over at Shot from the Point and Baited Podcast. Frenchie Ben, you're also at...
Le Tir de la Pointe with Germain, the Germinator.
That's right. French as shit is what that was. And that's where he is. You can check him out there.
You can check me out. You can check out shit because he's on the 10 to the point is on my front page on Shot from the Point, hockey, YouTube drama, and things of that nature. So you can check that there. It's very similar to Shot from the Point logo. Yeah. So you can check them out there.
Well, there you go.
Thank you.
There you go, gentlemen. Thank you guys very much for joining us right here on Dead on Dave Productions for this very special live reaction show to CM Punk's ass whooping. And I hope you guys had a good time. We'll see you next time right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. See you next time, folks. Keep it copious, and peace.